Hello, good morning and welcome to our today's show, the Did You Know segment. With me, your host, Espila Caleb, and today I'm going to show you a very interesting segment where we're going to talk about 10 animals that you're glad are extinct. Remember, you can like, subscribe, and share right there at RNI TV on YouTube. And without wasting any more time, let's begin. So on our top of the list is the Quetzalcoatlus or the pterosaur. It used to live in the North African and the North American parts. That is in the late Cretaceous period. That means it was one of the largest flying birds to exist. It was the largest flying reptile to exist, the largest flying animal of all time. And according to some of the archaeologists and how they estimated it, it has the size of a giraffe. That means it's 9 feet tall. So it means it was very big, and it was a very it was more of a reptile that kind of used to eat and feed on fish, and also it used to feed on carrion. That means dead, decaying animals. So onto our second list is the Yutyrannus or the Yutyrannus. Yutyrannus comes from a Chinese or Mandarin word meaning feathered reptile. It used to exist in the Chinese Tibetan plateau, and this is where this dinosaur used to do. It used to exist in form of and it used to eat fruits. It used to eat reptiles, and also it used to eat other flesh-eating. It used to eat flesh in the lions. Then we have the Giganotosaurus. The Giganotosaurus was found in Argentina. It was larger than the T-Rex, and it had a size of 41 feet. That is around the size of 12 meters, 10 meters. That is a very huge animal. The Giganotosaurus was a carnivorous animal in length. And back to number 4, which is the Megalosaurus. The Megalosaurus was 23 feet long, and it had short arms and strong hind legs. That means it was very, very fast, and it used to run around on the plateaus of North America. And it had a long tail to help balance the long tail that it had. It had the long body that it had, and also it used to eat victims while they were alive. Scary, isn't it? So let's look at the Coelophysis. Coelophysis was not really a scary dinosaur. It was a very small dinosaur, but used to hunt in parks. So you find they used to corner an animal and attack it. It was about the size of a turkey, that large, and it used to use its front legs to collect food. It ate fish and small reptiles. It wasn't really a big animal. So on to our next one, we have the Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus comes from a Latin word meaning the bull reptile. It had some horns on the top of its legs, on its head, and it was also a carnivorous animal. It lived 70 million years ago. It was 25 feet long and was about a ton. That means it was 1,000 kilograms, and it was singly intact. There was only one single bone that was found in the Americas where it was found, and they were able to just speculate the size and everything. Then we have the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus was once very predominant among the Jurassic period. It was found in Utah and also some parts of Portugal. It was very, very common among the plateaus of Utah. Utah is a very dry area in the United States. It was a serious predator. That means it was a hypercarnivorous predator that it used to feed chiefly on flesh. And then it was about 16 feet tall. That means it was 5 meters long. We have the Velociraptor, or the hyenas of the Pleistocene age, which came in the end of the Cretaceous period. It was the hyenas of the day. That means it used to hunt on packs, and it was a very intelligent animal because it had an alpha. It had a hierarchy of state, or hierarchy of the social life. So it used to hunt in packs. And then they were featherless but had feathers. Recently they discovered they had feathers, but previously they were speculated not to have feathers. That is after they looked at the quills on the skeleton. And this is a very interesting fact. There is actually a fossilized body that was found and discovered by people that had Triceratops and the Velociraptor wrapped together. I'm going to show you that picture. They were wrapped together. There's actually a fossil that these things died when they were fighting. So and then we have the it had the Triceratops. It used to hunt the Triceratops, which was actually the pigs of the day. It wasn't such a large creature. It was just a small creature, but it was very ferocious. And then we have the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus was a dinosaur that had large sail-like spines at the back of its skeleton, and it used to hunt fish. That means it used to live on the water, but it was a very large animal. It survived on fish and it was able to swim. One of the largest animal that roamed in North Africa. Wow. Apart from the Brontosaurus, it had the Spinosaurus. Then we have the largest, which means the largest on the top of the list is called the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex, or the T-Rex, comes from the Latin word the king of the dinosaurs. Rex means king, and Tyrannosaurus is a type of a dinosaur. So the Tyrannosaurus Rex is the top of the list, and it was one of the most ferocious animals that lived back then. It was about 65 tons. That was a huge animal, and it was very large, and it was about 13 meters of pure muscle and bone. Was very strong in nature. That means it had a very strong bite force. So my dear brothers and sisters, you might be asking if these dinosaurs really exist. I'm going to refer you to the book of Job chapter 40. You're going to look at the descriptions over there, and you're going to realize that dinosaurs actually existed. So keep it locked for more of the Did You Know segment only on R&I TV with me, your host SP Lakalem. This will be coming each and every Wednesday. See you soon.
Oh, you should be trapping.